Good day, grade 4 pupils. It's a brand new day and a good chance to learn. Get ready and let's learn mathematics right at the comfort of your home. Come with me as we discover and conquer the world of mathematics. So come on, get your pen, paper, and self-learning module. But before we proceed, I want you to write your name, your section, the name of your school, in our comment back so that your subject teacher would recognize your attendance. For this lesson, you will learn how to describe and draw parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular lines using ruler and set square. But before we proceed, I have here review or recap. You will identify whether the given picture is a point, a line segment, or array. And then you will comment your answer, comment section. Okay, so the first one is this figure. What is this? Is this a point, a line segment, or array? Very good. That is a line. How about this next figure? Is this a point, a line segment, or array? Very good. This is array because array has one endpoint and can be extended indefinitely in one direction. How about this figure? Is this a point, a line segment, or array? Very good. That is a line segment because a line segment has two endpoints. Very good. And then the last one is this figure. Is this a point, a line segment, or array? Exactly. That is a point. So what can you see on this whiteboard? You can't see anything right here because it is a blank space. But what if I put a dot in here? Now we can identify an exact location in this blank space. This is a point. A point is an exact location in a space. It is represented by a dot and named by a capital letter. So we can name this point as point A. A set of points that follow a straight path and extend indefinitely in both directions is called a line. As you can see, we can use the symbol with two arrows to show that it extends indefinitely in both directions because we cannot draw a line. Or rather, we cannot draw an infinite line. How about this next figure? Very good. We use two distinct points to name a line. We can see that one distinct point is a point B and another one is point C. This line BC, or in this symbol, this one, line BC. A line that has two arrows in both directions over the letters B and C, it also reads as line BC. Now, let us discuss about a pair of lines. What can you say about this picture? This is a railroad track. It is a good model for a parallel lines. So what is a parallel line? We name this line as line JK. And then we name this line as line OP. The two lines never cross each other. Even if it extends the two lines in both directions, it will never intersect with each other. So we can say that line JK is parallel to line OP. So this is how you show line JK is parallel to line OP. So we can use parallel symbol. It looks like a vertical equal sign. So going back to this railroad, no? This part show us an example of parallel lines. How can we tell if a pair of lines are parallel? The distance between the parallel lines must be equal. If we put a line between the two lines, and we can make a rectangle between them. Again, parallel lines never cross each other. Here are some examples. Line FG is parallel to line XY. So we can write it in this symbol. Or line FG is parallel to XY. Another example is this one. Line DE is parallel to line MN. So we can write in this symbol. Line DE is parallel to line MN. Now, now you can identify and name a parallel lines. Let us learn how to draw a parallel line. How to draw a parallel lines? Just draw a broken line. It is not part of our final drawing. On one side at 1 and isosceles triangle of set square. Next is, we'll draw a solid line on the other side of the isosceles right triangle. And after that, move the triangle on the preferred distance from solid line, leaving it touching one side, touching the broken line. Now, and then we will draw another line on the other side of the triangle. Now, we can say we have here a parallel lines. Now, pair of lines may either be parallel or intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are lines that meet or cross each other at a point. The common point is the point of intersection. We can have, for example, we have here line HI and line VW. It intersects in line, or rather a point L. Let's have examples of intersecting lines. For example, we have here line QR and we have here line PU. It intersects in point S. Another one is line AB and line NO. It intersects at point Y. Now, how we will draw an intersecting lines? First, we will use a ruler to draw two lines with common endpoint. I have here a ruler. And then we will draw two lines with common endpoint. Then another one. And then, now this is an example of intersecting lines. Now, how about perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and form four right angles or square corners. For this example, we have here the line JL and the line QR. It intersects in point K, right? But this is not a perpendicular line because it forms a right angle. Now we have here four right angles. We have angle JKR, angle JKQ, angle LKQ, and angle LKR. So line JL, we can say that line JL is perpendicular to line QR. Now, how can we draw a perpendicular lines? So first is, we will draw two lines on the sides of an isosceles right triangle of set square as shown below. And then, therefore, this is now a perpendicular line because it forms a right angle. Now, let's proceed now to your activity. You will determine whether the given lines are parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines. You have 5 seconds, and then you will answer or comment down your answer in our comment box. Are you ready, grade 4 pupils? Okay, the first one is this line. Is this a parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. That is a parallel lines. How about number 2? Is this a parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Very good. That is an intersecting lines. How about number 3? Is this a parallel line, perpendicular line, or intersecting lines? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. That is a perpendicular lines. How about the fourth one? We have this figure. Is this a parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? So your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. That is an intersecting lines. And then last one, we have this figure. Is this a parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. The answer is very good, parallel lines. Now, let's move on to our next activity. Now, you will name what kind of line it forms by the given object. So, it is a parallel line, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines. So, for our first figure is this one. Is this a parallel line, perpendicular line, or intersecting lines? So, your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. That is a parallel lines. Next. How about this figure? Is this a parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? So your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. The answer is very good, intersecting lines. Next, number 3. The hands of the clock. Is this an parallel lines, intersecting lines, or perpendicular lines? So your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Your answer is very good. This is an intersecting lines. Next, number 4. How about this figure? This is a cross. Is this a parallel lines, an intersecting lines, or a perpendicular lines? So your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. That is a perpendicular lines. And then last one, the string of the guitar or a string of a guitar. Is this a parallel line, an intersecting lines, or a perpendicular lines? So your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. What's your answer? Very good. So it is a parallel lines. Now, let's move on to our activity 3. But now, I will give you 1 minute to read and analyze the sentences below. You will write true if the sentence is correct and then otherwise false. Are you ready, grade 4 pupils? So your 1 minute starts now. Seconds left. Okay, time's up. Let's check your work. So the first one, or we asked to read or to analyze the sentences below, you will write true if the sentence is correct, otherwise false. The first one, parallel lines are lines that cross each other. Very good. False. How about number 2? The point of intersection is the common point of intersecting lines. Very good. The answer is true. How about number 3? Perpendicular lines are not intersecting lines. Very good. The answer is false. How about number 4? Pedestrian lanes are parallel lines. Very good. The answer is true. And then number 5, perpendicular lines form 4 acute angles. Very good. The answer is false. You get the same answer? Excellent! Just remember, grade 4 pupils, that a parallel lines are lines that do not meet or do not cross each other. And intersecting lines are lines that cross each other at a point. The common point is the point of intersection. And a perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and form 4 right angles or square corners. Now for your assignment, you will answer assessment page 8 to 9 in your module. Now it's time for question and answer. You will just type your question in our comment section and I will answer it. So the first question, sir, can we use a regular ruler to draw a parallel lines? Yes, you can draw a parallel lines using a regular ruler, but you need to measure carefully the distance between the 2 lines. Our second question is, can we name perpendicular as intersecting lines? The answer is yes. As we discussed, the perpendicular lines are intersecting lines that forms 4 right angles. But to be more specific, you need to classify it as a perpendicular lines. So if there's no more question, I just want to thank Mr. Sarmiel Jerome Nicodemus for letting me to use his PowerPoint in this Facebook live session. Again, I'm your teacher Ruel from Apollonia F. Rafael Elementary School saying, anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Goodbye, grade 4 pupils. See you next time!